Shower Orange Edition.
You are now about to witness
Don't
the
even get me
strength
started.
of street knowledge.
This program is for mature audiences only.
Please have your fake ID ready.
Get out of bed, you lazy
We found the only way to start the day, get on the go with radio. We like to use it for household music. The daily chores are never a bore. For weather information, this is the station.
3, 2, 1.
Rise and shine, sleepyhead.
I'm not letting you go to work today.
Wait, what?
Everybody, listen up.
Welcome to The Drive.
Morning, morning, morning.
You're gonna talk.
Get on the phone at 339-1140.
Pretty awesome, huh?
Jump in on our text line at 441140.
Everyone is talking about it. You must know that.
The Drive starts now.
Gonna remix that all day. Be a whole show is just a remix. Welcome into the Drive. Hey, welcome into the Drive, I say. Hope you had a fine weekend indeed. 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140 is our pleasure and honor, dare I say, as always, to be able to tell people that we do this as our jobs, when in fact it is fun each and every day. Text us over at 441140. Always like to know you're listening, always like to know you're interacting. We do try to interact back as much as possible. Follow the video stream done by a lovely and talented Jay Marshall at khtk.com, brought to you by Jiffy Lube and the Sacramento Republic Football Club. And, Kyle, I don't know, should this be in my head or not? We have like 542 Facebook likes on our Drive page. And I noticed the lowdown, I think has like
it has over 1,000.
Yeah, that's a thing. It's kind of a thing.
Do you know why that happens?
Because they plug it and promote it.
Yeah,
I mean, I want to say that, but I don't want to take away. Doesn't that sound kind of like, well, we'd be better than them, but we don't plug or promote?
No,
like
I don't. I'm not. I don't think we can get to 1,000.
Oh, I know we can.
But
I don't like our Facebook page.
It's really bad. It's trash.
It's a terrible. It looks like my kid put it together, and I put it together.
So why is that picture of Shannon Sharp still the?
That was
still
like
the
original profile picture I put up there, where he has a cigar and is holding a bottle of
tough
something.
Look, really bad.
Yeah, we need to. I know we've talked about it with our computer people here. That's what I call them. But we need to. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna let's have a makeover. No, hey, let's have a makeover. And
then redo the Facebook.
And then let's redo the Facebook page. I don't want to plug the Facebook page until we get it completely made up.
Yeah.
Then we'll plug it, and then I want like daily, maybe weekly countdowns between the difference between us and the Lowdowns Facebook page.
We'll do that. Yeah.
I want to make it a competition. I want to pass them.
Competition that only we're aware of.
Yeah, they don't care. It's like the Lakers-Kings rivalry.
Yeah, right.
It's a one-sided thing. We don't care. They're living rent-free in our heads. I want all social media for this show to be the biggest, have the most followers.
Sure.
Because I'm a child and I care about that stuff. Right. I care about ratings.
We got to do. I think we need to. I know the show has an Instagram that hasn't been used since I think 2012. And
yeah,
so I think we should. Yeah.
Oh. Do I have the keys to that?
I think so.
Well, the problem.
But I think we should do better with the Instagram page.
We also need to find a way to. We need an intern, which we're not allowed to have anymore, because we need somebody that can take all our video clips and our questions of the day and any interaction and moderate conversations and post them to Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. I can't do all that. And I'm not saying me. I know you too.
I'm going to hire a personal assistant.
Are you?
Yeah. I'll pay a minimum wage.
Ask Jody to do it. Jody do it for us.
No, Not for free.
No, not for free. You're right.
Also, one of my favorite things about this show is that when you and I talk off air, it's very much like, I can't remember the last time we had a serious, like, actual conversation off air.
Who, you and me?
Yeah. So these conversations.
That week before you were hired?
Yeah, probably.
When I called you?
Yeah. These kind of conversations typically happen like in meetings and off air, but I like that our real conversations happen on air.
That's
like
true.
talking about the Facebook page. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares, but that's, listen.
1,000% a thing we could do before or after the show.
We're trying to get into this whole thing. All right, we're trying to get in this whole show thing. You speaking of show things, I want to talk about you in the shower this morning. I want to talk about you naked, soaping up your hair.
Yeah,
I
have to shampoo and condition my hair.
I'm using new shampoo that makes my scalp really feel minty, by the way. I like it.
Oh, yeah?
I like the mint on my scalp. Anyway, I digress.
I only use conditioner. I'm very bald, for people who don't know, and so I shave my head down to the nakedness. So I use conditioner to keep my scalp from drying out.
Okay. So you tried something new in the shower. Let's hurry up and let the audience know where we're going here. You tried something new.
I did try something new in the shower today, yeah.
Scrubbing, but also you tried the shower orange.
I did try the shower
orange. And I am very curious.
What did I tell you, Cap?
What did you think?
I think that for my first time doing it, first time is the one way. Last time doing it, it was like, have you ever eaten an orange? Have you ever peeled and eaten an orange?
Yeah.
Okay, so think about that.
Yes.
But doing it in a shower. That's what it is.
I already kind of think oranges are trash anyways, if I'm being honest.
When I was little, I didn't like them.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'll power through an orange just for the sake of this bit. Like,
you get the juice out of it, and then you've got the pulp left over you're chewing on.
Even when I was little, I didn't like oranges or orange juice. I can't remember. I don't think outside of maybe the first time I ever tried an orange when I was very small, I've ever eaten an orange.
Wow. Okay.
So this was me going, hey, I'm going to power through this fruit I don't like for the sake of this bit. And it smelled like orange a little bit for sure, but it wasn't like life-changing. The thing that woke me up was the walk downstairs to get the orange.
So it didn't, the smell of the orange zest and the steam of the shower, the cold juice, because you put it in the fridge, right?
I did.
The cold juice of the orange hitting your taste buds.
Nope.
So basically somebody in Men's Health, it sounds like they needed a blog topic and an article topic, and so they went for it. Because that's where we got this idea from, that eating an orange in the shower in the morning, a cold orange, was the greatest thing you could do.
Yeah, it releases vitamin C, and it gives your body like a kick that is even better than caffeine.
Yeah.
And I call shenanigans.
It sounded logical to us. I need to try one now. As soon as my house is not in a state of flux.
I also jumped in the shower with my orange without a utensil to like start peeling the orange. And so I just kind of had to dig in with my hands, and it looks like an ape missing 6 fingers peeled the orange. It's just my shower was just littered with these little scraps of orange peel.
Then, I'll bet your shower smells good though.
Yeah, it smelled like a little like orange. And then as soon as I used soap, it started smelling like my soap. And
I want to say something real quick before we take a break. Yep. Especially out to the snarky guy just called a bad name on the text line at 441140, who is not a fan of Katie Christensen's and goes out of his way to make stupid comments each and every day, wondering where she was on Friday. Well, she let everybody know on her social media, and if you want to, you can go read that. I'm not going to go into that, but let's just say Katie suffered a pretty big loss in her life over the last week. And if you notice, she was gone over the last couple games. There's the reason why, and she explains it. She'll be back tonight, heavy heart, but she will be back. And I saw a lot of the support and love from Kings fans, which is my favorite thing about this franchise as fans. They will, as I think it was Thomas Dotson on Twitter said the other day, they will eat each other alive on social media. But when somebody is in trouble or somebody needs something, they're always there. It was good to see that, and I'm sure Katie appreciates that, and she will be back tonight. We're all very happy to have her on the sidelines, and we wish her nothing but the best and love from all of us here. We'll take a break. Big show today. A lot of stuff happening over the weekend.
BFHS.
BFHS. We've got a Kings game to go over on Friday. We have a Kings game to preview tonight. And I'm very upset. I spent a decent portion last night editing up Snoop Dogg's Instagram post on the Lakers because there was about 75 swear words. Well, turns out it's in our file. Somebody already did the work for us. We will talk about Laker fan jumping off ship. It is The Drive. Happy to start on a Monday. Sports 1140 KHTK.
You're amazing. Welcome back to The Drive.
It's just my job.
It's time for the Morning Brew. Now, here's Carmichael Day.
I have never had anyone talk to me while I'm hitting them, saying like, that was nice, or is that all you got? It was amazing. This guy is so durable. He's like the Terminator. He did a great job, man. I'm so proud of your career and the way you've had your ups and downs, and now you're here. You are amazing. You are a true inspiration. You're a gentleman, bro. It's been an honor to fight against you. It was really refreshing not talking back and forth.
Jon Jones, even when he's being a cool guy, even when he's trying to be humble and kind of complimentary, when you call a dude you just beat in 5 rounds adorable, it just comes off bad. Either way, Jon Jones beats Anthony Smith. And what was a fight that the only question about this fight was when Jon hit him with an illegal strike. Anthony Smith probably would have had a good case at giving Johnny Bones Jones his second loss of his career. And weirdly enough, they would have been the same loss.
DQ, yeah.
Yeah, he did the thing with Matt Hamill. Same thing. He was kicking the hell out of him. Huh?
Wasn't it elbows?
Yeah.
Was he coming
you talking about Saturday or his first loss? Yeah. It was Matt Hamill. It was a great story off The Ultimate Fighter. Deaf fighter, made it all the way to a fight with Jon Jones and just got peeled off by Jon. But as Jon was closing the fight, he got a little carried away.
If I remember correctly, the fight should have gotten stopped long before the. I know we're not going to relitigate something from 10 years ago, but
Tyron Woodley also Tyron Lannister. Tyron Woodley
it's
lost
Tyrion Lannister, but that's fine.
Lost his belt to Kamaru Usman and Robbie Lawler. Ben Askren making his long-awaited debut in the Octagon, goes to 19-0 in controversial fashion as Robbie Lawler. Herb Dean stopped the fight. Robbie was being choked out. It was a completely understandable stoppage. Robbie's arm went limp at one point, but what Herb couldn't see is Robbie giving him the thumbs up. You could argue that Robbie probably was just a few seconds away from being choked out. Either way, Dana White says he's probably going to run that fight back. It was after a few stinkers here and there, and I'm also not even mentioning Cody Garbrandt, Team Alpha Male's very own, knocked out once again, and we'll talk about that here a little bit at 6:45. Cody's got a I still think Cody has the talent to be a champion. Again, we'll talk about this, but he's definitely going to need to work on a couple of things. Either way, interesting UFC. We'll get to that in a bit. Number 2.
For 3, left angle, front rim, no good. Back tap, comes back out to Williams. The Kings were so close to getting the rebound. Now, the game clock is down to 25 seconds to go. Shot clock at 6. Williams on the right angle. He'll try to launch it again. He's got to against Bogey. Here's the teardrop. It's no good. Rebound. Montrezl Harrell ripped away by Buddy Hield and grabbed by Harrison Barnes. Races up the floor. He's got Gallinari to beat. He drives inside. He scores the basket, but a foul has been called. It's an offensive foul on Harrison Barnes. And the Clippers, with 9.2 seconds to go, will get the ball back in their hands.
Would have cut it close. Kind of a BS call, in my opinion. I do not think he was set whatsoever, but it's a bang-bang play.
It was very close.
It was very close. I'm not going to say that cost us a game, because it didn't. I mean, it could have.
The roof would have come off that place.
It wasn't an egregiously bad call. I do think it was the wrong call. Either way, Kings go 0-4 versus the Clippers. They are effectively 4 games behind the Clippers. I know people want to say they're 3 games back, but because of the tiebreaker, they have to finish a game ahead of the Clippers. So they are, in effect, 4 games behind the Clippers with 20 to go. And that 20 starts tonight against the New York Knicks.
Oh, man, the heel on the left angle. Gets a screen, pocket pass to Giles, quick launch, quick score. Harry the Horse Giles knocks down another deuce. He's got 10. Kings regain the lead at 53-51. 45 seconds to go in the half.
Horse?
Hey, never heard of that. Harry the Horse Giles? Well, I'll buy it. G-Man says it. I'll buy it. Knicks coming into town tonight to take on the Sacramento Kings. Kyle, I'm going to make a prediction. If the Knicks beat the Kings tonight, just end the season. Just end it. It's over. Knicks beat the Kings tonight. It's over.
I agree.
New York lost to the Clippers in L.A. last night. By the way, they're coming in on a second day of a back-to-back. 128-107. And that was a far closer score than the game actually was. New York, get this. New York outscored the Clippers by 15 points in the second half, and they lost 128-107.
Oh, my God.
Just to give you an idea. They lost by 21, and they outscored, and I don't have the I don't have the numbers for the end of the second quarter, but I'm pretty sure they outscored them towards the end of the second quarter. It started a run. They were down. It was something stupid, like 81-50 or something silly like that. The Knicks are not good. They are 13-50. They have 7 wins away from home, and I think they just wrapped up like a 17-game home losing streak.
Yeah, it was brutal.
With a victory over the Spurs. So, yeah. Anyways, Kyle Madsen.
It's time to call Sierra Pacific for this winter's best deal on a new furnace. Call Sierra Pacific now, 800-551-3040.
We'll go over. We're not going to spend a ton of time on the Kings Clippers, even though it's our first shot at talking about it. It was 2 days ago. We'll go over a couple of things. We got a Peckus Brothers moment of the game, and we'll look ahead to tonight. Kings coming up next. Sports 1140 KHTK.
Call Dave now at 339-1140 and 1-800-920-1140.
I like that. You can just call Kyle if you want. You have to call me. Just call Kyle. Hey, Kyle, I got a question for you.
Can I read something funny to you about the Phoenix Suns?
Does it involve them beating the Lakers?
No.
Okay. Yes, of course you can.
4 years after naming McDonough, Robert Sarver is the Phoenix Suns owner.
He is.
It's a disaster.
He's terrible
down there, mostly because of him. 4 years after naming McDonough general manager, Sarver acquired some live goats from a Diana Taurasi event at Talking Stick Resort Arena and planted them upstairs in McDonough's office. This is via ESPN. The stunt was both a practical joke and an inspirational message. The Suns should find a GOAT, greatest of all time, of their own, one who dominates like Taurasi. The goats, unaware of their metaphorical connotation, proceeded to defecate all over McDonough's office.
Robert Sarver is such a turd.
He's a disaster.
He's the worst kind of rich guy. He's the worst kind of rich guy that got rich from developing real estate. And I don't know enough about his business, developing real estate, to know. I don't know if he got a gift from mommy and daddy. I don't know if he got lucky. But let's just assume for a fact, for the sake of argument, that Robert Sarver is really good at developing real estate. The problem is that you get rich people that cross over to sports ownership. And about 25% of them cross over and either know immediately or usually find out eventually that just because they're good at one thing doesn't mean they're good at the other. And they have to surround themselves with actually people that are smarter than them in order to be successful. Robert Sarver, like, what is that going to do? Is Will McDonough going to go into his office, see goats, and go, oh, dude, I get it. We need to sign a really good player to help us succeed. The damn goats, man, they got through to me.
He's like, wait, the goat? Like, great.
Oh.
What if instead of having bad players,
right,
we got good players?
What?
We can call a team for a trade and tell them that our bad players are actually good and trick them into giving us their good players for our bad players.
What? No. It works. You see it all the time. It's just so sad. It's sad for the Phoenix fans. And Robert Sarver's a guy who's owned his team well long enough to understand that he is bad at it and should shut up and get out of the way and hire actual people.
And they want a new arena, and he is hanging the prospect of moving the team over the new arena and asking for a bunch of public money for it. He's trash, man. And then James Jones is their interim GM, and he recently said that they're revamping their scouting department by sitting closer to the floor because it allows them to see the players better.
Yeah, that was their thing, bro. We're not in the middle of the lower level anymore. We're right in front, so we can see better. What? If we're being honest, you kind of got to tip your cap to Vivek.
Yeah,
because these last few years, couple years at least, he is big time taking a backseat, turned control of everything basketball related over, taking his hands off, and oh my God, look what's happening. You're allowing real basketball people. When Vivek first came into the league, he was no different than Mark Cuban. He was no different than a lot of these guys who think because they're really good at one thing that you can apply those philosophies to NBA basketball.
Sure.
And you can't. You can't do it. And you run into brick walls and you embarrass yourself and you look dumb and your franchise suffers. And that's happened to a ton of new owners. You have to tip your cap to Vivek for, at least on the basketball side, at least what we see. He stepped back and said, how many times has Vivek been on this radio station in the last 2-3 years? How many times have you seen Vivek on local media or TV? He does a sit down with the B maybe once or twice a year. He does national panels and stuff like that. He'll sit down for the occasional national
aren't most of those like business related?
Yeah, business.
They're not him talking
related.
Hoops.
Yeah, exactly. It's about the one he did. I want to say last week was it wasn't last week. It was on like community relations and using your franchise as a weapon of change, or I'm paraphrasing, but it was one of those. It wasn't well, I think we should do this in the front court. Right. And props to him. Robert Sarver has never gotten that. He's never learned that lesson. And much like a rock star or an athlete or anybody who is successful in their field, what eventually happens is these rich owners, they are surrounded by sycophants who will not tell truth to power, and that ends up infecting them to the point where they believe everything they do is right, and if not, it's other people's faults. There's no accountability for a lot of these rich owners anymore. Anyway, yeah, you got me on that there, Kyle. Gee willikers.
You're welcome.
We're sorry, Phoenix Suns fans. We're very sorry.
Are we?
Not really. Clippers game, Friday night.
Fox starts left. Fox goes right. Draws the foul. Scores the basket. Right side of the lane. Jason, I get the feeling, just looking at body language, that De'Aaron Fox was really ticked off after those 2 early fouls, and he is trying to make a statement.
Let's see. Willie Cauley-Stein, I thought, played quite well for Willie Cauley-Stein throughout Friday. Turn that up, would you, Kyle, please?
Williams drops to Harrell, goes to the rim, rejected by Cauley-Stein, and grabbed now, and an outlet pass by Fox. Kings have numbers 5 on 4. Cross-court feed, no, they go inside of the rim. A gather and a rip by Willie Cauley-Stein. He does it with a block on the defensive end. He gets the flush. The Kings have a 5-point lead, their biggest of the night at 39-34, and that's your Petkus Brothers moment of the game.
Petkus Brothers moment of the game. Patios, backyard, spring is coming up. It's March. Hey, listen, if you want the best-looking patio and backyard for a phenomenal price by trusted people, there's only one place to go.
Hey, real quick.
Yep.
I was watching. I know you have a read to finish.
Yeah.
I wanted to get this in before I forget. No, I know, but I'm very forgetful.
Yeah.
So I was watching this new Netflix. In fact, here, let me see if I can get my computer so you can see who it is. It starred these guys, and I could not for the life of me.
You don't know who they are?
No, I recognize them for sure, but I couldn't quite put my. So who is this?
Kyle. Those two gentlemen you speak of, they're the Peckus brothers.
Oh.
Yeah, how about that? Oh, by the way, it's very awesome that I was able to power through that bit that you made up right there.
Yeah.
Did I just see stat boxes for Willie Cauley-Stein on our live stream, or is Jay just messing around with graph? Did I see stat boxes? Ha! That was awesome.
Hell yeah.
Can you fire that back up
again?
Yeah, I want to see that again. I don't have my monitor in here, so I was looking over Kyle's shoulder. KHTK.com. We have the video cast brought to you by Jiffy Lube and the Sacramento Republic, and Jay's on the editorial there. And we saw I was talking about Willie Cauley-Stein and Aaron Fox, and he had stat boxes with their stats from the game and all that.
Oh, that's outstanding.
That's fantastic. You want stat boxes? Go to KHTK.com right at the top of the screen. Look at that. Look at that fly in. I can't see. What's the picture at the top?
It's Willie. It's a headshot.
So it's a headshot of Willie. And it's just Cauley-Stein versus the Clippers. And it's got his points, rebounds, and thank you, his blocks.
That's awesome.
Look at that. Well done, Jay. Well done indeed. Go ahead, Kyle.
It's time to call Sierra Pacific for this winter's best deal on a new furnace. Call Sierra Pacific now, 800-551-3040.
Very excited about the graphics. Maybe too excited? Maybe too excited.
No, because that's something that we had kind of talked about for a while. But unless you're very familiar with sports and sports like television, that's not something that's probably going to...
It's probably not going to resonate.
Come just to the idea of, because we didn't say hey, Jay, let's get a stat box. He just did
He just did that on his own. I love it. Jay's never going to try anything I'm not going to like. Unless, of course, I end up with, pink hair or something. I even like that. A week from today, just a quick note, our good friends at Jiffy Lube are, as they do every year, sending us on the road for you. The people here at Sports 1140 KHK very proud to carry almost every single A's game this year. You'll probably miss about 5 or 6. We're going to go down to spring training. We are going to visit with players, managers, coaches, broadcasters, as we do every single year. We will be broadcasting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week from Hohokam Park in Mesa, Arizona. Kyle, just want to throw this out there, though. This would be a first, and I think this is our 5th or 6th straight year going down to Hohokam Park. Next Monday and Tuesday, rain.
Ooh.
Rain in the forecast. You've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all 3 have rainy clouds.
That would be so funny if we went down there and they played 0 baseball games.
I don't even know how that would work. Do they still work out there? Will we still get to interview them? I honestly don't. I got to ask our guy, how does that work if they're not playing? They got to do something.
Fingers crossed.
It's never happened.
We'll get Ken Korak. He'll hang out with us.
Oh, Ken will come in. So that's the A's thing. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to get to in this segment. We got to go. Damn it, Kyle. Kyle.
What?
I don't know. We'll take a break. I guess we'll take a break. I'm forgetting something. When we come back, a couple of things over the weekend. Snoop, UFC 235 happened Saturday night. We'll visit that just a little bit. And Snoop Dogg, very, very mad at his Lakers. And as much as I love Snoop Dogg, this is the exact perfect example of what it is to be a Laker fan. We will dissect his comments next.
I know you're very excited about that. Can I real quick while you're talking musicians?
Yeah.
We have time. I checked.
Okay.
You were going to jump out a little bit early, so I'm going to jump back in.
Trying to be on it.
I know, and you're doing great.
Thanks.
We got Steve Miller Band tickets.
Oh, I love that.
We were talking dad jeans earlier, and now we're giving away Steve Miller Band tickets.
Steve Miller.
You want to? You can win a pair of tickets to see Steve Miller Band and very special guest Marty Stewart and his fabulous superlatives.
Love Marty
Stewart. At the Lake Tahoe Outdoor Arena at Harvey's on Saturday, August 24th. For tickets and more information, visit KHTK.com. We'll give those away at 8:05.
Make sure you double check that date after last week's.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. So, Steve Miller Band at some point at Tahoe, but we're giving away today 8:05 when Chris Biederman comes on.
Let's just assume that date is correct.
Uh-huh.
I've been to that amphitheater before, outdoor amphitheater, and I saw Jack Johnson and somebody. That is a phenomenal place to see a show in the summertime in Lake Tahoe when it's 105 down here. It's beautiful up there. You're outdoors, and you're listening to Steve Miller. We'll take a break. AC, I see you on the phone. We'll get to you if you want to hold through the break. We'll get to you when we come back. We'll get into the UFC, but we'll also talk about Snoop Dogg and why he is the perfect example of all Laker fans right here on Sports 1140 KHTK.
Nobody loves sports more than Alexa.
That's right. Tell it like it is.
Now you can put the most passionate sports fan, Alexa, to work for you.
Yeah, baby.
Open the Alexa app. Enable the Sports 1140 KHTK skills. Then it's easy to stream us from anywhere.
I have skills. Mad skills.
Alexa, play Sports 1140 KHTK.
Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room. Now, Kyle, you didn't say my favorite game with Limit, No Limit Hold'em, Blackjack, Pai Gow Poker, Baccarat, Omaha. And my favorite game, what is it, Kyle?
That's 3-card poker.
That's right, 3-card poker. That's my favorite game. You also have the best food, the best service, and the best games. Capital Casino is at 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com and please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's the perfect time to get a new kitchen, bathroom, or patio remodel for zero money down, zero interest, and zero payments for the first 12 months at Quality First Home Improvement. Need a brand new HVAC unit? Well, you can get the new Quality First Comfort HVAC system that will keep you comfortable and warm during the cold winter months ahead. Quality First Home Improvement is voted the best contractor in the area and is a full-service remodeler who will do it all for you and will also finish most projects in just 3 to 4 weeks. Again, they will do it all for you for zero money down, zero interest, and zero payments for the first 12 months. This offer is just too good to pass up. It makes going with Quality First Home Improvement the smart thing to do. For more information on this amazing offer and to get a free in-home estimate, call 855-80-12345. That's 855-80-12345. Or visit them online at qualityfirsthome.com. Quality First Home Improvement, your contractor for life. License number 875772.
California, welcome to Save Yourself with Geico.
You say goodbye to somebody.
Okay, bye.
But then, unfortunately, you both walk in the same direction. You couldn't save yourself from the thick stew of awkward this situation delivers, but you could save yourself hundreds by switching your car insurance to Geico.
Yes.
You could save on motorcycle, boat, and RV insurance too.
Nice.
Plus, the Geico Insurance Agency could help you save on homeowners and renters insurance. While your choice of walking direction has become your biggest problem, you should know Geico is the second largest auto insurer in the country.
Okay.
Geico even offers 24/7 access to licensed agents and emergency roadside service.
So, weather.
Ah, and now you're resorting to local weather talk. Speaking of, your local Geico agent could help you save even more, like with federal and military discounts.
You couldn't save yourself from a goodbye, oh, hello situation, but you could save yourself hundreds with Geico online, over the phone, or at your local office.
Chase Chevrolet is a proud sponsor of basketball coverage on Sports 1140 KHTK. Located on Holman Road off Highway 99 at Hammer Lane in Stockton, Chase Chevrolet has a large selection of both new and used vehicles. Come check out the 2019 model cars and trucks on hand today. Whether you are looking for the all-new Cruze, a Malibu, Tahoe, or a Corvette, you will find it at Chase Chevrolet. Call 1-800-24-CHASE or log on to ChaseChevrolet.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Chase Chevrolet, buy into it.
Magnolia House Casino is Sacramento's newest and friendliest casino. Yes, Magnolia House is now open in the historic and completely renovated Sheep Herders Inn with an award-winning restaurant and all your favorite table games like Easy Baccarat, Pure 21 Blackjack, Pai Gow Poker, 3-card poker, and Texas Hold'em. Superior guest service and locally owned, it's Magnolia House Casino, just off the 50 Sunrise exit on Folsom Boulevard in Rancho Cordova. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Indeed knows finding the right hire takes time away from your business.
Hiring a qualified data engineer felt like a second job.
More job seekers use Indeed than any other site, so there's no better place to find someone with the skills you're looking for.
I needed someone with a master's in computer science and database experience.
Plus, Indeed screener questions help you find your shortlist fast.
Now I'm back to having just one job.
Get a $50 credit to give your first job posting premium placement at Indeed.com/credit. Terms, conditions, quality standards, and usage limits apply. Additional terms online.
Grant Napier here. Nothing tops the feel and performance of driving a new Lexus. And there's no finer place to acquire one than Lexus of Roseville. In the Roseville Auto Mall. Here, Roseville, think Lexus.
Lexus Roseville.
The drive continues now.
All right, as promised, we'll start out with your phone calls at 1-800-920-1140, 339-1140. AC was nice enough to hold. Hello, AC. Good morning. Welcome into the drive.
Hey, gentlemen. Good morning. I wanted to give a shout-out to my wife who had to drive away from this morning, but I still love her. Had to go to work.
Shout out to your wife that you had to leave to go to
Yeah,
work.
had to leave her. Had to leave her this morning, but it was all in the name of love, bringing home a paycheck. Anyway, you guys had a great segment, and I don't know why we don't talk about this more, about the owners being successful in one facet of life and then screwing up their sports team. And Kyle is making me laugh out loud because he did the whole Doomcoff thing where Carver is supposed to tell other teams our players are good so we can trade them.
Yeah.
Anyway, nice work, and good to listen to you guys.
Appreciate it, AC. Been a long time since we've heard from you. Always good to hear from AC at 1-800-920-1140, 339-1140. Now, I stayed up a few extra minutes last night to bleep out Snoop Dogg's, I believe it was an Instagram post, where he is a Laker fan. Well, he said some bad words. I came in this morning to find that the national service that gives us all our highlights had already bleeped it out for it. You can never be too careful. I'm going to use their version because I don't trust myself. But after the loss to the Suns, Snoop was not, well, he was not happy. He was not happy at all, Kyle, and he had a few things to say.
And it's terrible watching my Lakers play. Somebody got to go. Somebody got to go. Matter of fact, a got to go. Starting with the coach. Well, gonna work. This is not the LA way. Out. These sorry nothing. Get LeBron some help, because these goofballs ain't gonna do. They sorry. Suck. I'm selling my booth right now. I got a booth for the next 2 years, 3 years. Y'all can have it. $5 for booth to the Laker games. $5 is the price. Anybody can have it. All the homies hit me, blow me up right now.
Well, that was a different, there was far more in the one that I bleeped up. Now I'm kind of afraid because they bleeped it a lot more than I did. I'm a little nervous. You want to listen along together? You know?
Yeah, I'll listen.
Okay. Why don't you listen up? Here's Snoop Dogg, as edited by Carmichael Dave.
Bad year, man. It was terrible watching my Steelers play this year, and it's terrible watching my Lakers play. Somebody got to go. The shit. Somebody got to go. Matter of fact, a lot of niggas got to go. Starting with the coach. Well, this shit ain't going to work. This is not the LA way.
I think the key is you have to be able to know, like you have to be able to guess what he said without actually hearing what he said. I love Snoop Dogg. I love Snoop Dogg from back in the day when he and Dre were doing deep cover, that whole deal, through Doggy Style, everything else. I loved him through Snoop Lion, Snoop Dogg, Snoop Doggy Dogg. But Snoop is your typical Laker fan, and it's so evident in what he said.
He is the perfect Laker fan.
He really is. First off, he likes 79 teams. Like, just Google image Snoop Dogg jersey And check out, especially in football, all the different jerseys this guy wears. Number one.
He knows where his bread's buttered, though.
He does. He does. And I'll even give him that. But the best part is the end. The best part is the end. He's so upset at how bad this team is. He's so upset that LeBron has no help. He wants to fire everybody, including the coach, trade everybody. And then he says, I have a booth at the games. You guys can all have it for the rest of the year for $5. Hit me up. Call me right now. $5, you can have my booth. He has a booth to the games, and what he's effectively saying is, it's not worth my time to go because they're not winning.
Can you blame him?
Yes. Call me when you start winning. He's already bought the box. He can't return it, and I'm pretty sure $5 is not going to get him healthy financially on that box he purchased. So he's already, I could understand if a little bit more if he was like, I'm not buying any more tickets this year, which is still kind of bandwagony, but I understand that. But for him to already have a box and say, I'm not going.
Mm-hmm.
It's not worth my time to see this team because they're not going to make the playoffs and they're not contending for a title. That is the epitome of the difference between a Laker fan and somebody like a Kings fan. Like, Kings fans will go through thick and thin. Kings fans will show up.
It was more crowded on Friday than I've ever seen it.
Oh, it was awesome. I heard nothing but great things about Friday, which I couldn't go, which really sucked. Because I was drilling a bunch of six. Oh, God.
Nope.
I was practicing You're in my head now, dude. I was practicing my daughter and her 6th grade friends' performance little science project they had to do Saturday morning. That's why I was not there. I still watched the game.
Can you tell me how it went in 60 seconds?
Yeah, dude. They took 141 out of 175 points in first place.
You're lying.
I am not.
Shut up.
There are 2 questions I ask my son after every single game he plays. 2 questions only. I say, did you have fun? And did you try your best? If you tried your best, I'm going to take the results.
Sure.
I had a very interesting dad moment with my daughter. We took her out to dinner Saturday night. She was super happy, and I didn't want to break her spirit.
That's hilarious.
But I said, did you have fun? And she said, yes. I said, did you try your best? And she said, absolutely. And I said, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. I do not want the lesson to be out of this that you can screw off for 3.5 months, somehow luck your way into that score because you stepped up on game day, which is fantastic, and then take that to mean, well, I can do this in the future.
Your daughter's the 2018 Golden State Warriors.
Pretty much. Yeah, dude, they took first place, and they're going to states later this month, at the end of the month in Santa Rosa.
That's hilarious. I'm so happy.
I am too, because now we get to have another 3.5 weeks of this leading up to states. It's awesome, and I'm really happy for the kids.
That's fantastic.
We'll take a break. When we come back, how about we talk about your Sacramento Kings? We'll give you a playoff update. Didn't get to the UFC. We'll try to stop on that for a second. And I want to talk about Harrison Barnes a little bit, what he's been doing for this team. It's a drive. Sports 1140 KHTK.